So I gave my life to Jesus in January of 2010. I was baptized in April of 2010, and immediately after that began to feel this call to full-time vocational ministry, even though I had no clue what that even meant or how that was even going to happen. But I remember every Sunday just always praying every time I'd come to church. Okay, God, if you want me to go into ministry, I'm here. I'll do it. But I don't know how this is ever going to happen. This went on for well over a year before I finally got the call that Southridge Church was interested in me interviewing to be one of their youth pastors. Went through the process and ended up getting the job. But that meant that I had to quit a good job that I had, take nearly a 50% pay cut to come to work at the church. I had actually just gotten a new job at the place I just was. And so there was a lot of people that were very upset with me because I had taken a job knowing that I was actually on my way out the door in the meantime. They had trained me for this position. So there was people upset with me. And one of my best friends, I'll never forget, one day we were sitting at lunch at work on my last week of work, and I'm telling him about this new thing that I feel God calling me to do. And I'll never forget, he said one of the meanest things to me that someone's ever said about my journey into ministry. He said that he wished that he could go and get paid to fake his faith as well. It was a really difficult time in my life. I had my friends turning their backs on me, saying horrible things about me. I had people at work upset with me over leaving after just training for a new job. I was making less money. I was really in a tough place. But I'll tell you what helps overcome all of that is that when you know what your purpose in life is, then there's all sorts of things that might come your way, but you can jump right over them because you're so clear on your purpose. That's what we see in Luke chapter 19. Jesus meets this little man named Zacchaeus, who was a chief tax collector. He was hated by everyone. And Jesus calls him down out of the tree where he was because he was short, so he was trying to see. Jesus says, Zacchaeus, today I'm coming to your house. And this is what the religious leaders said about this in Luke 19:6. He says, so he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. All the people saw him and began to mutter, he is gone to be the guest of sinners. So the religious crowd could not understand why Jesus, the miracle worker, the one who was preaching these amazing sermons, why would he go to the home of this very sinful man who had done the whole village a disservice and was dishonest and had cheated them and robbed them? Why would he go into their home, into his home? And here's why, because Jesus was laser focused on his purpose. Because in verse 10, it says this was Jesus's words. It says, for the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. Listen, Jesus was clear about his purpose. And so it didn't matter that people were upset with him, people were talking about him. It didn't matter what it was going to cost them. He was clear on his purpose. So my question to you today is this: are you clear on your purpose? Because when you get clear on your purpose, no matter what the enemy tries to throw at you, you can overcome it and continue to pursue that purpose when you're super clear about it. I had a super clear purpose for what God wanted to do in my life. And although those things that were going on around me hurt, I was not going to let anything stop me from getting exactly where God was calling me to go. So, are you clear on your purpose? If so, get ready for the ride of your life as you follow Jesus into that purpose. Yes, things are going to happen all around you, but you can overcome by being super clear on your purpose and staying really close to Jesus.